Okay, so this is the break between the innings of the IPL match between uh, the Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan, the Rajasthan Royals. And I wanted very quickly to do this because two people have taken an interest in Tamil culture and in cricket recently, and particularly the IPL. That's my lawyer and a good old friend of mine that I know is a journalist and radio professional who also appreciates radio. And so I was telling them about R.J. Balaji, and if you know about R.J. Balaji, then you know. But if you don't, R.J. Balaji is a radio personality, movie star, actor, well, not movie star, but actor, a little bit of acting, and voice of Chennai in a way. And during these last several years, has been working for Star Sports Tamil as a cricket commentator, and his cricket sort of vernacular is fantastic, and it's been a real joy, and it's very fresh, it's very live while things are happening, and then it disappears. This is the essence of radio as we talk about it. It's an ethereal thing. And so I wanted to, for the first time ever, try to translate something that happened today. So today RJ Balaji is calling the Chennai Super Kings, and the game is on, and their batting innings just ended. And I wanted to share with you three examples of why his vernacular and his style are so charming, and why so many of us really, really love him. The first is there was a bowler, Sakaria, and he's bowling to Dhoni. And RJ Balaji will commonly just start singing. He'll just start singing a person's name into a tune, you know. So he starts going, Zakaria, give me what I want. And this guy throws a ball, and Dhoni hits a four, and he explodes into laughter like a child would, you know, like yeah, you know. And then the next time the ball's going to Dhoni again, he sings Zakaria like this, and Dhoni hits another four. He gets by, and even in that moment, he just snuck it in. You know, this is all happening extremely fast. The other commentator is speaking even at the time, and just before they both are turning to go to watch the live bowling of the ball, he sneaks in his Zakaria the second time, and he hits another four. It's ridiculous. And he's immediately self-praising in a hilarious way, right? Like, yeah, I made that happen quickly while doing contemporary commentary. So then, of course, they return, and the other fellow is speaking, and they're talking, and they're watching the match, and he forgets. Everybody does, in a way. And the next time Zakaria bowls to Dhoni, it's a wicket. He pops it up off the edge. Actually, he free-handed it. He ends up single-handing it. You could tell he's lost control of the bat by the time it approaches to the ball. But immediately, R.J. Balaji doing the full crocodile tears on the radio about not having sung Zakaria, his song, which was working so effectively moments before, is a brilliant moment that you can't tell quickly to anyone. So that's an example. And then this brings us to some of his euphemisms that are about toying with or making fun of or mocking or really tweaking English, which are just a gag to him. As I've said to many people for decades, I treat English like a rag. It's like a rag to me that I use. It's so small and ineffective in many, many, many situations. And R.J. Balaji turns that into just comic stuff all the time. And one of the ones he's most famous for, that I think I've probably told both of you about, is pressure on the bowler. Which is this thing that British commentators will say, there's pressure on the bowler when there's a situation that's very tense. And it sounds comical. So pressure on the bowler is what he turns it into. And then it had a secondary element, call and response, over time develops, which is cool as a cucumber. So pressure on the bowler, cool as a cucumber, comes out at, sorry, I can't do R.J. Balaji effectively, but pops out in the 19th over. Because now that had become so popular that to do it all the time would have been stupid. But when R.J. Balaji drops it, it's at the exact moment when it's actually true now. And sure enough, two wides in a row from Morris. So there's vernacular power in R.J. Balaji's comedy here that I'm trying to transmit to non-Tamil speakers and non-Chennai residents. And so those are a couple of examples. Then, on the way out, okay, so Chennai just now is trying to tack on runs, you know, because we want a decent total. And the ball comes back, The runner, I think it's Sam Curran, is clearly going to be. There's not going to be an issue. He's not going to be out, and the guy throws the ball at the wickets anyway in an attempt, just in case. Maybe the guy slips something, and the ball bounces off the wicket and goes over there somewhere, and these guys are able to take a second run out of that. And so the other commentator begins by saying something like, "No, no, no." R.J. Balaji immediately goes, "Ah, what an idiot!" He mocks him, calls him an idiot. And the other commentator says, well, no, that's not really his mistake. Look, he was doing what he thought. He's throwing at the thing because there might have been a chance. And RJ's going, there was no chance. I mean, come on, there was no chance. He's being the fan again in a beautiful, hilarious way. And then the ball bounces off the thing. The guy says, and it goes over there. That's not his fault. It's not his mistake, like that type of a thing. So R.J. Balaji quickly spins on a dime and goes, well, we have the fair play rules. It's all in Tamil. All this is happening in Tamil super fast, which is why I can't relate this to anyone, or none of us who enjoy him can relate this to anyone quickly. During a match, impossible. But anyway, in general, hard. I'm going to forget this by the end of the day. So this I wanted to do quickly before Rajasthan comes up to the crease here. So the last one. The last one, so he quickly spins because he's like, I think that guy idiot shouldn't have thrown the ball at the thing. He quickly spins to, oh, well, we have the fair play points. Every year we have the fair play points in the IPL, Teams are given fair play points for fair play. And Balaji quickly goes, yeah, the fair play points, every year it's exactly the same. Every year only one team has 10, everybody else has 9.5, and none of us know where the 0.5 comes from. Like that, just lightning quick, hilarious. So those were the gags I wanted to try to share with you to try to explain why. For me, watching Chennai Super Kings matches, particularly with R.J. Balaji, but the whole crew really, you know, Krishnamacharya, Srikanth, Cheeky Chica, he's fun. There's great counterbalance with all of them, to be honest. But R.J. Balaji is a hometown treasure of comedy, and it takes a certain kind of person to appreciate it, and I think both of you will at some juncture. I hope you do. But you have to understand, I can't explain this stuff. Okay, they're coming back. That's me, MTK, on the MIC.